Hello and welcome to World of Warships Wednesdays with NHarmzWay Gaming. We're right back where we left. Got really nothing going. Philippe here has a second captain's point, and we're on the brand new 0.8.7, and let's just jump right into, let's start with our Charleston. Archibald also has a second captain's point. Let's go from our Archibald through our tier 2s to our tier 1s until we can get our, well, look for. The Charleston is a St. Louis class, but I'm not sure if the Charleston is better than the St. Louis. As a premium ship, you would think it is. I mean, I like the Charleston. It's got a boatload, literally 14 guns on it. And, you know, yeah, they're all the single guns, just like the St. Louis has, but, man, look at them. This thing is just bristling all over with guns. Alright. Oh. We didn't do any camouflage or anything for the Charleston. Well, that's okay. Maybe I'll do that between episodes. Camo her up. Wow. It's just us and one other human on our team. And 2 humans on the opposite team. I didn't pay attention to that. The Tenru and the South Carolina. The Nassau and the Charleston. Well, we know that the bots are going to come straight for us, so let's make that preparation to take out as many of them as we can. I'm going to go between these 2 islands here in our cap.
Enemy force detected.
Wow. A little bit outside of our range. But that vampire isn't. It's within our range, so is that far wrong. I don't think we're going to hit it. Not even once. I didn't give it enough lead. This guy, however. What the? Whoa. Yep.
Fire at your allies.
These things did not take the course I wanted them to. So it looks like us and this St. Louis here are going to be up close and personal here. Shooting the HE, hoping to light him up. Should have let him more. He's moving pretty good. Hit this far range. It looks like we cannot.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Ooh, took one of them. Actually took 2 of them. Holy cow.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Problem solved, sir. Torpedoes to port.
Oh man, we're gonna take all 6 of those. Well, that wasn't great. I think Quack's still on the team. Let's see how Quack's doing. Not bad. But not like Quack's in a good position to avoid the other half, the rest of these ships. That was a really good shot from Quack though. Holy cow. Alright, so rather than watch the rest of the battle, let's go to port. We'll see how we did in that battle after we spend some time with one of our other ships. Let's start with our destroyer. See what we can do with our destroyer. So destroyer's role is to carry out torpedo attacks on enemy ships, to be an escort for Allied ships, and provide cover for Allied forces by setting smoke screens. I have yet to have I've had very few games where I've been asked to do that. Now I've scouted as a destroyer, but I've had very few games where I've been actually asked to. Once again, only a couple of us. The Dresden, a tier 2 cruiser, I guess a Chester. Wow, and no others. There's only, oh, right there. So the Dresden on the other side too. Okay. Well, let's see if we can wreak some damage. Wreak some havoc. And cause some damage. There we go. See if we can wreak some havoc and cause some damage. I'm going to get close to this island up here and then go between them towards the center. See, I like this. I'm hoping that we don't have a bunch of destroyers on this side because I can't torpedo the destroyers. Well, we have one. What we can do though is drop our smoke and shoot him. And then the Chester behind him, maybe we can. I wasn't leading him enough.
Smoke screen set.
That Chester, we want to see if we can torpedo. And now everybody can see me, so he's well within our minimum detection range. And we're outside of our smoke screen. Okay, now let's go see what we can do to this Chester.
Engine boost activated.
that's not cool. They just rammed each other.
Critical engine damage.
And we took out that Dresden. So now let's go hunting the rest of them. Holy cow, we're one of 3 left on our team. Looks like these guys did some work on us today. Holy cow. 1 of 2 left. Basically the 2 humans on our team. So that Umikaze, we will have to shoot in order to sink. But the Chikuma, we might be able to, yep, not going to happen with that one.
Engine
Or that
boost
side.
Deactivated.
Our team depends upon you.
Oh my gosh. Well, this is not quite what I was hoping for. I can't defend our cap against 4 ships. The best I can do is keep them from getting the cap. But I can't truly defend it. Nice.
Torpedo.
That was one of their torpedo boats killing him. What I don't want to do is be right where he can hit me with torpedoes. And yet I need to stay in the cap in order to prevent them from capping.
Critical engine damage. The ship is on fire. Torpedoes direct front.
Thankfully, I watched that Chester, or that, the Russian, I don't even remember what it is. Thankfully, I watched that guy. Okay, so now it's just us and the Russian. And we know he was headed over here. Or we know he was, he's not now.
activated.
That's why I say I'm still a new guy. New. Just ran myself into a rock. All he's got to do is figure out where to torpedo, and I'm toast. Well, that was actually a pretty good battle. I'm surprised that we did as well as we did. Look at that. We did 4,190 experience. 945 free experience. 42.8k damage. 5 ships destroyed. We got a devastating strike. We got a Kraken Unleashed. That's for 5 ships. We got a solo warrior, stand alone against at least 4 enemy ships and win. Wow, I don't think I've ever gotten that before in the other game I was playing. And the high caliber, at least 4 enemy ships and 30% of the total HP of all ships. That's actually really good. On our team, we were at the top of our team, which, you know, hopefully with those kinds of numbers we would be. And the 5 ships that I sunk were the only 5 ships I did damage to. That's pretty good, guys. We had a good day in the Lojang today. And our captain picked up a lot more points. Oh, no he didn't. He just picked up 1. 1 of 4, but still he just picked up 1. Okay, so our Charleston is still in battle. Let us see how our Chakuma does. Let's take our Chakuma out and see how it's working today. You know, I've been trying to keep these episodes to about roughly 30 minutes each, and I know that I've failed. So we'll do this battle and then we'll call it a day. We'll open up our crates and we'll call it a day. But so far this day, what we've done has been pretty dang good. We didn't do very well in our Charleston, but you know, I drive all of my ships like I'm in a destroyer. I try and get as close to the enemy as possible and do heroic things. Probably not the best tactic, but it is what I do. I didn't even pay attention. We've got just us against Doug and a Chester on the other side. And then a bunch of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, half of each of the teams are destroyers. So we can probably expect to see quite a bit of torpedoes out there. But we know what they're going to do. They're going to come straight for our cap. So our best bet is to hang out close to our cap and do as much damage to as many of them as possible. In fact, I am going to just start making circles right here in our cap. See what we can do. 10.35 kilometer range. 6 seconds, and I probably did not lead that destroyer enough. Nope, not at all. Let's see. That's not going to work. See, destroyers kind of belie how the targeting works, because they're not, you know, the seconds are based on 30 knots, and some of them go way faster than 30 knots. Umikazes are squaring off against each other. Samson's coming towards us. Okay, the Samsons took each other out. I led him well. See if I can keep hitting him as we make our turn. I was over-leading him by quite a bit.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Probably should change to the AP. See if I can punch through this guy. I have no idea who he was shooting at. But it wasn't us. That's two.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Our team has taken the lead.
The sad thing is, most of their ships are now sitting where stray rounds from ours might hit them. I'm giving him a pretty good broadside, so if he's shooting AP at me, it's gonna hurt. Not gonna ram him.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes, dead ahead.
He's doing a lot of damage to us. That's probably the best place for him to be shooting at us too.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Yeah, we don't have much life left, so I'm gonna do as much damage as I can before we die. And we got the credit for taking out Doug as well, so. Now, some of our teammates, all of our teammates, need to come protect the cap. I don't think he would have gotten me if I would have stayed in the background doing circles. But I don't think I would have spent as much, gotten as much damage done to him had I continued to stay in the back doing circles. The Umikaze has to go around me. I think it's funny that they don't tend to look at how poorly they shoot. I think it's funny that they don't tend to use their torpedoes. He's just like it's a Sunday stroll in the park, just do, let's see what we can do. There's some torpedoes, but oh well, yeah, if he continues that turn, those torpedoes are going to hit him hard. Nice. And so that's another win. And hopefully our Charleston is out of battle by now. So that one we did 1,874 experience, 94 free experience. We got, it's just a flesh wound, which is that we destroyed an enemy ship after our ship was destroyed, and we got the high caliber award again. 41.7k damage, top of our team, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ships. Not bad, guys, not bad. Alright, so let's see what we have as far as containers go. Our Charleston was a loss. Yeah. So in the Charleston, we didn't get crud. We did 519 experience, 14.1k damage, 23 target hits, 1 destroyed, 1 set on fire. We had a lot of secondary hits, 13. That's a pretty good number. And we were way down the list as far as we bottom half of the team. And besides our Valkyrie, we had 4 of their ships that we actually did damage to. Alright, so let's go take a look at our container. We're gonna try our luck. And I've decided on this channel that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try our luck. And if we come up with a super container, then great. But if we don't, okay. That'll be fine. So, oh, I thought I had hit it. Opening our container, see what we get. We got 750 free experience. If we had a slot, which we could purchase one, we could probably 9,042 experience. We could probably start working. We could probably go to the next step in this line easily. In fact, with what we've got on the Longjiang, we might be able to get to the next one. Look at that. She has 557.07. We can get to the Farang now. But in order to do that, we're going to have to buy a spot. So we can pay coins to get the Naval Academy training, which gives us a 1 point, I think, commander, and 150 for the slot, and we've got the Farang. Yeah, it's a 1 point commander. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this commander and we're going to assign him to the newest boat. Right here. Assign him to the Farang. And we're going to have to... We could pay to get half of his credits taken away. And then we're going to recruit this commander. Because he had less points, it's going to cost us less to actually retrain him. So we master that skill with him and we go back to the Forain. And the next step in this process, most of the times on destroyers, low-level destroyers, I take the superintendent skill. Actually, I think this one might be good. The torpedo armament expertise, I'm not sure which one to choose. The demolition expert, since I fire mostly HE from destroyers, that might actually be pretty good because we get a chance of it causing a fire. Let's do that. We'll do demolition expert when we get to our next, when we get our 3 points. We still need 2 more on this guy. Let's go back to modules. Let us, we're not going to change, we're going to change this one. Just because that actually is better for us. And it gives us less cooldown. And 5 million, so we can do the main armament. And our next upgrade will be damage control. And then we need 400 experience for us to go out to an 8.7 kilometer range from 7.9, and we need 800 experience to get us 800 more hit points. A little bit better survivability, and it gets 2 more AA mounts. This guy has more deep water torpedoes. Pretty much this entire line is going to be deep water torpedoes, but he does damage to 3 of the classes, and the further you get into the deep water torpedoes, the less classes it's going to affect. Reload times 41 seconds, that's not bad. It does 10,000 damage. They run at 51 knots and 7.3 kilometers, and our concealment 5.8 and 7.3. We could actually stay away from other ships for quite a while in this. Alright, that's going to do it for me today. Appreciate you guys coming out. I hope that you guys have a great day. We're already up to a 3 our own research grinded out tier 3 cruiser. I'm pretty proud of us. I am going to use the French Riviera on our Pan-Asian destroyer. I am going to mount as many of the economic flags as we can. I'm going to mount the detonation flag, and then because the risk of detonation is higher with these 2, mount those. And then what do we have the most of elsewise? Looks like November Foxtrot, so there we go. And we are only a couple of, that's not where I wanted to be, I wanted to be here. We are 1, 2, 3 battles away from being able to get into combat missions. Alrighty then. Thank you guys very much for joining me today. I hope that you had a good day. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you hit that thumbs up, consider subscribing. If you subscribe, hit that notification bell. I put videos out every day. Every Wednesday we do World of Warships. The rest of the week we do Minecraft. Hope you guys have a great day. This has been NHarmzWay. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.